Hey guys, today I'm going to do River's 2-month update and just kind of chat with you about what's been going on in our life as he's 2 months old. So I did a 1-month update with him, but it was actually like 6.5 week update. And now he is, how many weeks are you now, buddy? Oh my gosh, he is almost 9 weeks old. Wow, so boy, you getting so big. He's weighing in at about 12 pounds, 4 ounces. This is what he looks like right now. He's just snoozing away. He's been really sleepy today. Probably going through some kind of growth spurt. I don't know. He took a 3-hour nap. I had to wake him up because he needed to eat. You know, kind of in that phase of like, do you wake him up or do you just let him sleep? At nighttime, we let him sleep for as long as he wants, which is usually about a 6-hour stretch. We put him down at 9 and he wakes up always at 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. And then from then on, it's just kind of questionable. Sometimes he wakes up at 5, sometimes he wakes up at 7. But that first really long stretch is usually about 6 hours. Then his naps are just during the day or just kind of whenever he gets sleepy. Usually it's about a 3-hour time frame and schedule. He will nap. Once he wakes up, I feed him, and then we have playtime, and then he goes back down again. I don't nurse him to sleep. I nurse him after he wakes up from his nap, just so he doesn't associate like nursing with sleeping. Some tip I read somewhere, actually we made this schedule. It wasn't actual schedule that I made. It's just how we ended up doing things and what worked for him. But then I read somewhere that it's actually a good thing to not nurse them to sleep. Then when they wake up in the middle of the night, they want a nurse to go back to sleep and so on and so forth. So yeah, we nurse right when he wakes up, usually during the day after his nap. Right when he wakes up from his nap, I'll do a diaper change if he's having a hard time waking up. That way he's then really nice awake, he feeds really well, he has playtime great. And then once he gets sleepy again, I just kind of lay him down. Usually he just kind of gets sleepy on his own and will just kind of fall asleep. And I'll either lay him in his crib, lay him in his bassinet. He kind of just naps everywhere and anywhere. Lately he's really been enjoying napping in his crib, which I wasn't really even planning on using the crib that much. But he's actually kind of really enjoyed it. So we kind of have no real rules. It's kind of going off of what he wants to do and kind of what works for us, and then grabbing in some known things that I've heard and read and whatnot from different areas. So I put on Instagram if you have questions to let us know, and somebody asked, does he need nurse to sleep, or how does he kind of fall asleep? And like I said, he kind of falls asleep on his own. Swaddling has been an interesting topic in our household, as I can't figure out if he likes it or if he hates it, basically. When he gets during the day, I don't swaddle him or anything. He just kind of sleeps however he falls asleep. You know, usually he has his arms up and whatnot. But at nighttime, in the evening, he usually starts to get really fussy. Just kind of, I think they call it the witching hour. They're fussy and they're tired. He gets so tired, and I'll swaddle him and he'll be out like a light. Like, he seems to really know and understand his nighttime routine as far as going to bed we lay him down at 9 o'clock. We just started doing this like a week ago. Like, I lay him down at 9 o'clock. Before that, it was just kind of, he was napping and stuff all the time. So it was kind of the go with the flow of the baby, the newborn baby life. But recently it's been like, okay, let's lay you down every night at 9. And when I swaddle him, he just really seems to like it at nighttime. Swaddle him up real nice and tight, give him his passy, lay him in his crib, and he is out. He'll go from wide awake, I swaddle him, you know, lay him down 5 minutes into this whole thing, and he is, you know, passed out. Not even 5 minutes, 2 minutes into it. But he hates being swaddled during the day. He's like, what the heck is going on? So about half swaddled, half not swaddled. I've bought all sorts of different swaddles, like the Ollie swaddle. I've bought the Zen, the weighted swaddle. At nighttime we do the Ollie one because it's getting a little bit more warm, and that one is a little bit more lightweight and wicks away moisture and is a really good summer swaddle. I think soon I'll phase it out though, and he can roll onto his side totally easily, and one of these times he's going to roll all the way over. So he'll often during daytime naps be sleeping on his back, but then roll and kind of sleep on his side. It just kind of depends on what he's doing. But you can tell just recently this rolling thing has started to happen, and you can tell he's getting a lot stronger. A question somebody asked was, what are the obstacles that moms need to overcome to successfully breastfeed, and why do you think people stop breastfeeding? And I think that's such a good question and topic that I'm going to do a video just on that topic and kind of our journey with breastfeeding and why I do think kind of women stop and what they need to succeed? So great question. Gonna answer that one in its own video. We are still nursing and he's doing great, and there were times where I was like, oh my gosh, this is really hard, I want to stop. And I do have some kind of firm answers on ways we continued and pushed through and are where we are today, exclusively breastfeeding. He hasn't had any formula, and I don't really pump at all. I'll do my Hacka pump every now and then, once a day maybe, and get a little bit of milk, and I have a tiny freezer stash, but not much at all. The times I do pump, it's usually just to have a bottle ready to go, so that if I want to sleep or whatever, if Adam wants to feed him, we can do that. One thing that is new is I bought an Owlet, one of those heart rate and oxygen monitors that you put on their feet. So if you don't know about this, a lot of people that have preemies or babies with health problems will get it, so that they know their baby is, you know, getting enough oxygen. It's a pretty advanced technology. Are you waking up? I actually remember saying when I was pregnant and thinking when I was pregnant, come here buddy, I'm not gonna buy an Owlet. I remember thinking that because I thought it was very unnecessary, and like, your baby's fine. I don't need to be constantly monitoring my baby. I kind of felt this along the same lines as like baby monitors too. Like, I don't need to be staring at my baby 24/7. He's sleeping, he's okay, all that kind of stuff. And now I have a baby monitor and I have an Owlet, which is just kind of funny. We use the Owlet only at nighttime. I don't use it for naps. Basically, I bought it because his breathing was concerning me, and like at such a weird time where we're not going to go to the doctor unless something's really wrong because of COVID and all of that. I was just like not sleeping very well, concerned about his breathing, blah blah blah. Was like, I'm buying an Owlet. It'll give me peace of mind. Alarms you if their oxygen is too low or their heart rate is off. I'm so glad that we got it because I sleep so much better now. Like, I don't have any concern. I can lay him down in his crib or in his bassinet, and he just will sleep, and I don't at all feel like I have to check on him. Just a peace of mind. It was so worth it to know like he's okay and I can actually sleep. You know, you like to think before you actually have the baby, like you won't be that kind of mom that's concerned about their child all the time, but you are, because you love your child. And it just kind of happens. If you're thinking about getting an Owlet, highly recommend. We really love ours. It's also fun because it, you know, kind of tracks their sleep and lets you know how they slept the night before, when they were in deep sleep, light sleep, when they woke up. And so it can be fun to look back on and see like, oh, how did he sleep last night? He's smiling a ton. I think I talked about this in my last video, but he smiles all the time. You'll look at him and make silly faces or talk to him, and he smiles back at you, and it's so stinking cute. Oh my goodness. You got lots to talk about and say. Yeah. Oh. Did you have an audible giggle right there? Hey, can we get smiles? Hi, River. Oh, hello. Now we're smiling. What's up? So cute. You're so cute. You're the cutest. Oh, yeah, are you the cutest? Another thing he's doing is sticking his tongue out when we stick our tongue out. So I read this somewhere, I don't remember where, but it was something like you can start sticking your tongue out and your baby will recognize it and try to do it too. And so just a couple days ago, I was like, oh, you know what? I forgot about the tongue thing. I should try to stick my tongue out and see what he does. And when I did it, he looked at my tongue so like focused and probably looked at it for like a minute and then started to stick his tongue out. And now he does it like all the time. So something fun to do with your little one. Pacifier wise, he really only likes the bibs ones, mainly just because I think they actually stay in his mouth. All the other ones are so heavy that they fall out, and these are lightweight that they stay in. So I highly recommend the bibs pacifiers. They're really trendy right now. I don't know if like style wise if that's why, but he really doesn't prefer. I have 4 different kinds of passies, and he likes these ones the most because they actually stay in his mouth. So his current favorite toys are this play gym, where we have some toys dangling from it, but his favorite part is this black and white picture book we have, and there's a picture of a lady in it, and he just loves it. We named her Carol, and he will just look at her and laugh for like such a long time. It's the funniest thing ever. He recognizes that it's a face of a person, and since he sees her every day and plays and looks at her all the time, I think he just associates it with like a familiar person, like a caregiver. It's just so stinking cute. He literally loves it. I think he laughs and smiles at her more than at us. Like, he'll audibly giggle at her. It's the craziest thing ever. So I'll include some footage of Carol. But that's for sure his favorite toy right now and his favorite way to play. He loves tummy time still. The DockATot, highly recommend if you're thinking about getting a DockATot. He loves his DockATot. He just sits in it, plays in it, will nap in it every now and then, does tummy time on it all the time. It just kind of moves room to room with us, and he really enjoys it as kind of his safe place play area. We really like it too, so he loves his DockATot lately. This is my work buddy. You just doing some tummy time chilling while Mama edits. Which one? What are you looking at specifically? These? Cutie. He's also been really into music, so he'll be kind of fussy, and if we sing to him, we often do ABCs, his ABCs. He really likes it. It calms him down quite a lot, so we've been doing a lot of music things, singing to him, but also I've been playing some music on my phone, and he seems to enjoy that too. He's transitioned out of the pooping, you know, once or twice a day newborn phase to pooping kind of randomly. Sometimes once a day, sometimes he'll go 2 or 3 days without pooping. It just kind of depends. So, you know, went from pooping a lot to now pooping not so often. That's a common thing. They kind of grow out of pooping all the time, at least with breastfed babies. And then I know breastfed babies, they can poop once a day or once a week. It just kind of depends. We don't give him baths. This is one thing. Instead, he just comes in the shower with me, and sometimes we'll use soap, sometimes we won't. He went like 2 weeks without any kind of bath or shower there for a while, and recently had one because Adam said he was kind of smelling. He still has all of his hair. I know a lot of newborns will lose their hair. He still has it all. Yeah, if there's anything I missed, comment below and I'll answer it in our 3-month update. And check out and stay tuned for that breastfeeding video. I'm excited to film that and chat with you guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you later. Bye.
Oh my gosh, I can't handle this. You should be this, whatever this is for Halloween or whatever. It's kind of girly. I don't care. You're super cute. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. You can't have jerky.
You can taste it.
No, you cannot, Adam. He's not supposed to do that.
Let me just like it. What?